Guys, welcome back. Good morning, man. Today, Messi playing a semi-final. So I thought before the game, let's react to some of the video that he's doing. Some of the things that he's doing MLS right now. I'm not so much reacting to the gameplay because I think we all expect what he supposed to do. And as someone who would play before and watch him play all my life, I'm not really surprised at what he do in the game. But I'm more interested in what's happening around him and how he's affecting our economy in general. So let's get to it.
Leo Messi made huge waves in the world of international football earlier this year when he turned down a $1 billion contract with Saudi Arabia to play for Inter Miami FC in the
Turn down $1 billion? Sheesh.
MLS in the United States.
Probably
The
would have get more
decision was
after
a
he played here
shocker,
though.
and everyone had their opinion. Why would he turn down so much money? Well, like King Midas, everything La Pulga touches turns to gold. And from the moment the ink dried on the contract, there has been a lot of gold going around.
Wonderful first touch, loses the defenders and gets off the mark in classic.
Leo signed a $50 million cash deal to play with the struggling club earlier this summer. There were plenty of other elements to the deal, of course, including stakes in Apple and broadcast money, as well as future.
That right there is what I'm telling you will cost more than $1 billion when he's played. He just played 5 games so far, and as you can see, all the tickets are sold out in less than like 10 minutes, 20 minutes. Yeah, when this man's done playing, he's gonna get a
Stakes in
lot
both the
more than
team
what they
and the
offer him
league
initially.
itself. Leo definitely set himself up for success. However, the man is a competitive player, so there was a guarantee that he would be bringing success to everyone else around him as well. The immediate impact he had on the league was palpable. Ticket sales went up, as did ticket prices in games where he would be
Yeah.
playing. Streams of the Miami games
Yo,
and then
I'm trying to
quickly
get a
other
ticket to
games
him
around the
right
league
now. I live in
began to
Chicago.
spike.
When I
It
get an early
seemed
ticket
right
for
away that
MLS,
Messi
and
would be good for the sport in America.
I don't think
This, of course, was something the rest of
I
the
don't think
world
there's
saw
any.
coming. Football, or soccer in the USA, is called the world sport for a reason. Americans have slowly been getting on board with it, especially since the American career of David Beckham. American interest in football
I think it's true. I think football is slowly growing on here. Play when I first came to America and came here 2007. I played from 2010 to 15, 16. Yeah, it's not that big here, but it is growing a lot more. Initially, I think when we first play is very emphasized in set piece and is still emphasized in set piece, but they give they give player in the box a lot more freedom in their own box to demonstrate their skill and opening up space now, I think, compared to before is more objectively passing and creating set piece through foul or opening. They still do now in like a bigger game, but to like Christian Pulisic and who's that right back that we have? Des, yeah. I think those two have more of an open play between them to create more space because I see Des able to travel all the way up to join the attack and Pulisic able to go past below the midfield to receive the ball and then drive up to create the play, which is similar to what Messi do, but of course not to that level. But yeah, I think our style of playing is improving. It's not so much strictly just set piece anymore.
has been steadily rising, with the most recent World Cup being the most watched soccer event of all time. The timing could not have been better, as this was the tournament where Messi finally nabbed the elusive trophy he had been chasing his entire career. All eyes were on Leo, so
Which trophy is that? He got the one that he only wanted was the World Cup. What else is better than the World Cup? What else is better than winning a cup for your country?
The jump to the States could not have been more perfect. Since the announcement, Messi has practically been a money printing machine. Advertising money has expectedly been coming in at
He was a printing machine before he came here, so
a premium. More eyes naturally means the ad space holds an exponentially higher value for broadcasters. Apple is already reaping the rewards of their part in Messi's move. Streaming subscriptions are on the rise, and their global user base has seen the largest portion of that jump. Apple has their hand in the broadcast rights for Major League Soccer, being the exclusive streamer for league games.
listen, man. Truth is out for everyone here. It's not Messi that won. It's not us that win. It's not the MLS that won. It's the motherfucking Apple that won.
The
Yeah.
subscription numbers in the United States went up with the announcement of Messi's contract, but the rest of the
Just
world
imagine. Just imagine. If you're watching Apple TV MLS right now, imagine their next move is putting a little QR code as you're watching the game live for you to bet through their system on your iPhone. Whatever amount you want to bet, you can just like click twice on your and then you pay with it and you receive money like that through the Apple system of betting, sport betting. Can you imagine that? It would just take out every competition from NFL, whatever, because it's like now it's direct betting. There's no third person anymore. You betting to the person that you watching the game to. That's sponsoring the game pretty much.
began signing up in earnest, wanting to watch the next
That'd be a
stage of
game
his
over
career.
for everybody.
The interest in his Miami deal is comparable to what would have happened if Michael Jordan had left the Chicago Bulls and gone to play basketball in Europe. The world would surely be watching. Team merch, like jerseys, shirts, and even Inter Miami
If Michael Jordan playing basketball in Europe, I guess, yeah.
keychains have seen a significant rise in sales and are showing no signs of slowing down. For good reason too, as Messi showed up and
Damn!
immediately brought
What's this man trying to do? Grab a man neck like that, bro? What's going on here? Bro,
his signature style and intensity to his very first game. He started scoring goals for Miami and the stock started flying off the shelves. Ticket sales went up and have stayed up with the advent of La Pulga to the American League.
it's funny because the same way Messi shoot the free kick is how my friend been teaching me forever of before I get it how to shoot the basketball right. It's not jerking the motion, but the follow through. And it's the same way when I understood that, I know how to make how to shoot the basketball right away. Is just the straight follow through. It's the same thing in free kick of soccer. It's not the power that you generate to it's to kick the ball initially. It's how much can you kind of carry that power with it rather than have that initial stop with the ball, initial contact, and then stop right there. But it's rather a strong contact that carried through with the ball so the momentum doesn't stop right there. Because a lot of time when I first play when that happened is that same play that Messi scored from Dani Alba that everyone is like or the same play that let's take a easier one. The same play that he just scored the fourth goal from the assist I forgot his name. But the fourth goal recently when he just have a quick chipped in from his left foot. All he needed was just the pass was there, his foot had to be out and it go in. That simple move fuck a lot of us up in the beginning level. Because if you don't know if someone passed the ball to you or lobbed the ball to you in low level really hard, and you just happen to put your foot right out at the bottom of the contact of the ball, and what will happen 9 out of 10 times is you're gonna hit a bird. You're gonna hit a UFO, bro, and it will be found. Yeah, they're gonna find the UFO right there and then. Because if your soccer ball hit it, yeah, promise, it's gonna be it's gonna be a what's the league called? A MLS imprinted on that UFO. Because because that dude, that happened all the time, and it's about like control and follow through that moment. And the harder one is the Danielle one that passed through him, because man, that one have so much chance of just go through the goal if you don't have a proper follow through when the ball being lobbed sideways. So that's something that's pretty cool to
All
see.
the extra attention on the league has made the owners of the MLS teams
And
very
it's like
happy,
something you,
as games with Inter
at
Miami are
high
nearly
level
selling
everyone
out
able to
in
do, but
record
it's just like
time.
something I
Regular season
remember
games are
when I
going like
first joined or something. It's
hotcakes,
like
so
first
analysts are
practice, I always
anticipating
messed
the
up with.
biggest playoff ticket rush in the history of the league. Anticipation of the playoff season is already at record high. Miami and Cincinnati both advanced.
All right, from this lineup, well, Daniela is here. Miller can stay. Goalie can stay. He's a sub. He's definitely has to be a sub. Yellen remind Yellen have all the running skill and passing skill, but he doesn't have the execution skill yet. So it's kind of like a half job of a right back. It's technically what a right back supposed to do when Messi run into a center attacking mid to pass the ball to Taylor. Because what Messi often do is he receive the ball right about where Arroyo at, because Arroyo gonna be a little bit deeper. He gonna receive the ball right here from Busquets, because Busquets gonna be a little bit lower about CDM to kind of help out this two. And what he always aim to is Taylor's side. And then from Taylor, he dip down a little bit, pass to Elba to go up, pass back into the box, either from Messi quick kicked in like what he did, or creating a space for Taylor and Martinez to kind of finish it off. And when Messi dropped, you see Yellen go up and Arroyo go down to protect this empty space right here. But because Arroyo is kind of okay, he's not too good at covering both kind of mid and far wing. So therefore, that is the weak side, and Kristoff is not, she's not runnable anymore. So that's where you see this little side is a weak side. This side is a much stronger side compared to this side because of Alba and Busquets covering down. And right now, I think it's just Alba and Taylor need to kind of like understand what they need to do when he run up to join the attack. Taylor had to drop down to almost where Kramaski is and play along, kind of like covering the area. So when the ball lop in from Martinez up high, Taylor can be right here. Kramaski can be kind of like, he can either join the attack, Taylor go back, one or the other. Because Danny Alba gonna be right here, Messi gonna be right here, Busquets lower, Arroyo lower, Yellen up here, Camille Miller and Kristoff somewhere around like the mid line. So their play is almost like when you're trying to, if you draw a diamond and then you're trying to fold a diamond in, it's hard to explain, but kind of easier when you draw. Their shape is just a triangle with inside a diamond. That's it. How you move in a triangle inside a diamond shape, even though the diamond shape does not, the formation does not look at like a diamond shape, but they move of a triangle formation inside a certain triangle shape, inside a certain diamond shape of their formation that they're playing. From my perspective, from what I understand, in like my time of playing, I could get this completely wrong, but based on my, like the 5 game that I watched, I think these are the weak side. Everyone complained about Martinez. I don't think Martinez so much is technically a problem. I think he more having a cell shock is the problem. Is like when you kind of like a one man show most of the time, and now you have someone so much greater come in joining the attack. So he just needs some time to acclimate to do what he already done. So I don't think it might be a problem, but if the cell shock continue from this game, I think the next game maybe, I don't know, man. Because if you sub him out right now in big game and not put him as starter, I think as a coach, you might jeopardize how he played during the league when the league start, because if you put him in a bigger stage in semi and final and tell him like, dude, can't do it. We're gonna sub you out. You're no longer a starter. What do you think gonna make due to the player mentality during like the game before starting the league?
Advanced out of the quarterfinals of
He's
the
just gonna
US
be
Open
one
Cup
alpha team,
and
man,
into the
because he won't think he
semi-finals.
fit in
It came down
good
to a
enough.
lottery to decide who
So
would host the semi-finals
I
game between the
think
two
he'd have to
clubs,
start
and Cincinnati pulled
just
the
because
lucky ball.
they want to win
For
so
American
much
soccer,
more,
this was the
and
best
they don't have the
possible
money to
outcome.
buy
Messi has been
others
great for Miami
shooter.
since before his contract was even finalized. Now the rest of the league can feel his effects. Cincinnati FC usually sells the most tickets for their rivalry game against Columbus. This is their biggest
Cincinnati
game
have
of
a
the year,
team?
as Columbus is close enough to Cincinnati for Columbus fans to easily make the ride out to support their team. The two battle it out every year, and
Dude,
it is marketed as
we have a really good player in Chicago, and apparently he played in the World Cup too. I don't know a single person in the Chicago Fire team. I gotta be honest with you, man. And I watched soccer my whole life. Never once I paid attention. Ah. Well, maybe I should start watching now, man. I don't know. It's like every now and then I watch our league. I see, I start seeing like they playing like how my coach want us to play. I don't want to watch anymore. Hey, pass the ball, pass the ball, pass the ball, set piece, trying to get a foul, set piece, lop it in, set piece. Don't do too much, touch pass, touch pass. I was like, yeah, that's not a problem. That's not a problem, man. But to the player that can it, to the player that can do those things, it limited imagination and creativity so much. Set piece is important in right time and right place, but ha teaching player to have the feel for the game, I think, is more important than teaching set pieces. And I think earlier I seen too many of that, so I didn't want to watch it.
the Hell is Real game. They pack the house, nearly selling out every season. With Messi in the mix, however, Cincinnati just inherited a golden ticket. Tickets for the semi-final games sold out the same day they were put up for sale. Leo has been great for the league, bringing in new fans from around the globe, and more importantly to team owners, dramatically boosting the fan base here at home. Did you know that we have something in common with Leo Messi? We're also boosting our fan base. We are bringing you top-notch content right to your phone, TV, and computer. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button.
Yo,
that way you'll
might have
never
to
have to
like and
worry that you're missing out
subscribe
on anything ever again.
Check
Each
him out.
time we post a new video, you'll get a notification right away. So don't
Check my
delay,
man out.
smash that subscribe button and get
What
yourself some
is this,
free peace of mind.
Money algorithm.
Some sport analysts
Yes,
were
sir.
worried that there would be some resentment held against Miami when companies like Apple and
course, dude.
Adidas helped
There's
bring
always
Leo
gonna be resentments
specifically
against winners.
into Miami.
Who doesn't hate
These
winners,
brands
dude?
are league
People hate people
partners
who
after
wins
all,
because
and
they
it
not
could be
winning.
seen by some as showing
That's
some
normal
level of
in life. That's called
favoritism
business.
towards a single team. The move was strategic, however. Miami FC was not doing well, on or off the pitch. The team was struggling with their performance and was not building the
You
kind of
best
fan base a
believe I
soccer
would be
team
pissed
in
if I
Miami,
have to face
Florida
Messi.
would
What the hell,
expect.
man? We don't have one.
So when Leo chose Miami as his home in American soccer, it was a surefire way of shoring up both the team and the league overall. If a global generational talent like Lionel Messi came to save the day, it would be huge news. And it most certainly was. Messi moving to the rescue of the city that needed him the most endeared him to the fan base immediately. He didn't take the giant cash offer overseas. He came to Inter Miami for the love of the game and the love of the fans, who may never have watched a soccer game or bought a jersey otherwise. Everybody loves a good hero story. The owners were all in agreement. Messi...
Oh, in America, we don't just love a good a hero story. We love to kill the hero at the end of it too. So you better be careful what you wish for,
was
man.
a big piece in the next stage of MLS history, regardless of which team he played for.
We love to
The
build
group in that
people up
room
here
at
and
the
we'll
MLS
just
Board of
destroy
Governors,
them
they're
at the
all
top.
partners,
So
unless they play each other.
I
MLS Deputy
wish him
Commissioner
ready for
Gary
what he got
Stevenson
himself
said.
into.
So they're all rooting for each other. No resentment, no jealousy, just a lot of happy faces around the league, in the stands, on the fields, and in the owners' boxes. The increased interest has been on the side of the players too. People within the league are excited. With Messi's deal being approved and the increased fan presence, this raises the potential ceiling for players. To date, soccer
I
players in
saw
the
that
US
go,
have made
man.
less than athletes in other.
Dude, if I was his teammate, bro. Oh man. If we were in the locker room, I'd be like, all right, bro, listen. Did you thought it was your pass? Did you thought did you, had like you know, a moment of like forgetting that you're not in the Argentina team? Or like you're not in our team? What's going on, man? That header looked a little sus. It wrote like traitor on top of your forehead with that kind of power, bro. What's going
Major
on?
sports around the country.
I
The
almost have a
opportunity to
different.
rise to
I
greater
didn't
fame
even
and
know.
ink similar contracts and
I almost
endorsements
didn't even
has
know they
gone up
play for my team.
significantly. The league also has the chance to draw
Man,
in
that
more
guy.
talent from around the globe.
I hope the
Players
coach
from other
forgive him.
markets will be watching Messi's success with keen eyes. Leo Messi
And
is a
most
name
importantly, dude, I hope the coach don't be an asshole and make the whole team run because of one dude mistake the next day. Because this is always fucking what happens. Always. We always got to run for somebody else's mistake. Why?
that is known to anyone with even a passing familiarity with the sport. If he found a home among the MLS, there must be a reason. The potential for more big names in the world of football to come to the American League is rather high, and that is great news for everyone. This means more tickets sold, more MLS merch, more streaming subscriptions, and more endorsement deals. Leo Messi is the first to make the jump in recent years, but he is unlikely to be the last.
Dude, Messi coming here. I don't need to see the rest of this video. I think I get it. Yeah, Messi is gonna make everyone a whole lot of money. And there's no need to make more merchandise and all this and all that. I'm telling you, man. Apple just need to make one final move that kill every single sport betting that ever is, because the minute NFL basketball find out that if Apple can do betting through everything through the system and limit it the entire third party, because if the Apple got their hand on subscription for NFL or basketball too, and they can have a QR code for betting live right on their screen, and you can just, you know, take the camera, scan the QR code, bet the amount that you want, click on your phone, receive the money right there and then, the minute the game end, right from Apple, bruh. Bro, that might be a problem. My idea might create the next problem for people. Fuck, I might have created the next addiction for people. All right, that's bad. All right, that's it for today, guys. No more ideas. That's it. No more ideas. Have a good day. Until next time.